Prakash. It is not to be counted by our time and space theory. Scripture said it is achinta. Achinta means inconceivable. But powerful, they are playing in divine abode, everything manifested by the wings of Krishna, and made the chief administrators as Sankarshan. By his will, everything happening there, and Yogamaya arranging everything. This we can understand through the scriptures. Krishna is creator of all creation. That may be mundane or may be transcendental, everything. But their divine form as Sankarshan is doing with this. Sankarshan with his power doing that. And this is fact. Anyhow, Radharani, divine potency of Lord Krishna, and mainly she is giving all the happiness, love, and all the affection to everyone for service to Lord Krishna, and she herself with all the auspicious property following the divine desire of Krishna without telling anything. She is serving Krishna with her, all the associates. And manifestation of Radharani shown this way. You know that story, and story in Garga Sangita and other scriptures also given. She like a little god. She floated for Jamuna, and from there Vrishabhanu Raja taken her divine self as his daughter and given to Kirtila Devi. And Kirtila Devi was very astonished and was very happy because she had no child. She called everyone and come to Vrishabhanu Raja's house. That time it was in Ragal. And everyone celebrated Radhastami in the midday. We are remembering that, but actually it is eternal and divine pastimes of Radha Krishna a different way manifested in front of us. Anyhow, we are so fortunate that we are related with that divine wave.
Trying to go through to this, I think. I got it.
And transcendental world, always playful, and so many play, different type of play going on there. And not only in one abode, different type of abode of Krishna, we know that. And everywhere some inspiration manifesting today as Radhastami Day. And now it is all over the world. The devotees are also celebrating. Before it was limited in Bengal and UP and other some countries in India. But now all over the world knows the divine potency, Lahadini Shakti as Radharani, and her manifestation day. Then everyone celebrating this day. So many devotees attended here in Sri Vrindavan Dham. I have got this time opportunity to stay in Vrindavan Dham. This is very good fortune for me because Vrindavan, transcendental abode, and they are Lord Krishna and Radharani doing Rasa Leela every day in the night. It is stated in the scriptures and we are remembering that. And this Vrindavan place especially next to Rupa Goswami Prabhu's Samadhi Mandir, next to Jiva Goswami, next to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, we have got multiple glance of them and a piece of land. Actually 2 pieces of land. One from Srila Kaviraj Goswami and second Srila Rupa Goswami. Anyhow, we are very insignificant, unqualified souls. We do not know what is what perfectly. But Scripture, what? Giving us some divine knowledge through Guru and Vaishnava. We are trying to follow that. And today is...
You hear Gurudev say, we do not know what is what.
Yeah.
It's just what we're trying to follow.
Yeah.
And he's quoting Shastra, and he's thinking like that.
Yeah.
But he knows everything, you know. It's amazing.
Very auspicious day because the whole service world under control of Srimati Radharani as well as Ragini Shakti, and yesterday on Lalita Devi's appearance day, we celebrated that also here. Our celebration means remembrance of them, their divine play, and honor to them, that type of celebration. We are also here distributing so much prasadam to the devotees in remembrance of Srimati Radharani. And I am very happy to got connection with your grace, and that celebration day all over the world, people will enjoy with Mahaprasadam. Jai Radhastami Maharaj ki jai. His divine wills given that opportunity to us, and we bow down to his divine face.
Jai Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Today is very...
So a little brief introduction to Radhastami.
It's so beautiful.
Yes, just amazing. Yeah. Then I want to, yeah. There's that. No, it's an ISKCON thing. There's a particular song that I like, that we've always sung. I haven't heard it at the Mott though, but it's just glorifying all the different temples built by the Goswamis and their disciples. Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radhe, Rupa Goswami Prandana He, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radhe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I won't spend time with that. Let's hear from Srila Sridhar Maharaj. We'll hear something, and is this on? Can people hear?
Yeah. Oh, that's. Let me check.
Is anybody hearing?
Is the mic on?
So this is Srila Sridhar Maharaj talking about Srimati Radharani and the line of Sri Rupa, who is Rupa Manjari. So very, high, beautiful things that we get to, to come in contact with, even though we have, we're far away and not very qualified. But still, Guru Maharaj is gracing us with his, his realization and clear understanding of the position of Srimati Radharani and her transcendental relationship with Sri Krishna and with the other gopis. So this is Guru Maharaj.
And we were on.
It's on?
Yeah.
Govinda Vallabhe Radhe Prataye Twang Ahang Sada Twadiyam Iti Janatu Govindo Mam Twaya Saha. This prayer is found in the Archan Padhati, which comes from Gopal Bhatta Goswami's edition of the Hari Bhakti Vilas. From there it has sprung through him. It is there in the Shastra, which is an eternal flow of a particular current of knowledge. Everything is everything is eternal in Vaikuntha and Goloka. Just as the sun comes up and goes down, appears and disappears, the thought is eternal and sometimes appears and disappears. In this verse, Govinda Vallabhe Radhe, there is a sudden turn. Krishna says to his devotees, "Oh, do you want an intimate relationship with me? It is not to be found within my department. You will have to go to another department. Go to the department of Radhika." Then at once the devotee's thought is transferred towards that side. All his energy is monopolized there. It is her monopoly. Your inner quest is not to be found within my department, Krishna says. You'll have to go elsewhere and file a petition there. And with this inspiration, at once the devotee puts his petition to Radharani. Govinda Vallabhe Radhe, O Sri Radhe, your master and sustainer is Govinda. He is the Lord of your heart. Govinda means he who can give fulfillment to all of our senses. With our senses we can feel perception as well as knowledge. We can perceive with the senses, through, coming from the soul, through the senses, it can be seen. And there's also transcendental senses. Anyway, Govinda is the master who gives fulfillment to all our channels of perception. Fulfills all the channels of perception. So we're beginning to sense these channels of perception by the grace of our gurus. And here Guru Maharaj is revealing what the totality is, the final essence from which everything is coming. Govinda is your Lord, but just the opposite is also true. You are mistress of the heart of Govinda, the Supreme Master, is it not? You are a queen of the heart of Govinda. I have been directed to come to you with my petition. Please enlist my name in your department and admit me as a servitor to you, your group. This is coming from Gopal Bhatta Goswami's edition of Hari Bhakti Vilas. That was given to Raghunath Das, who expanded on it and edited it to some degree, because Gopal Bhatta Goswami came from a very strict line of South Indian Brahmins, and he had very many strict requirements in his version, and Sanatan changed them to make them more accessible. So, and then this goes on. And with this inspiration, at once, the devotee puts his petition to Radharani. Govinda Vallabhe Radhe, O Sri Radha, your master and sustainer is Govinda. He is the Lord of your heart. Govinda means he who can give fulfillment to all our senses. With our senses, we can feel perception as well as knowledge. Govinda is the master who gives fulfillment to all our channels of perception. Whoops, I'm reading this over again. Anyway, Govinda is your Lord, but just the opposite is also true. You are the mistress of the heart of Govinda, the Supreme Master, is it not? You are the queen of the heart of Govinda. I have been directed to come to you with my petition. Please enlist my name in your department and admit me as a servitor to your group. Radhe Vrindavana Dishe Karunamrita Vahini Kripaya Nija Padabja Dasyam Mahyam Pradiyatam. O Radhe, Queen of Vrindavan, you are like a flowing river with the nectar of mercy. Please be kind upon me and bestow upon me some small service at your lotus feet. You are the queen of the whole management of ecstasy. Rasotsava. Rasa means ecstasy. This is an unlimited flow of ecstasy. That is the specialty of Vrindavan. Adi Rasa, the original rasa, Madhura Rasa, conjugal mellow. All rasas are branches of that rasa. in its particular developing character. If analyzed, all rasas will be found within Madhura rasa. And Madhura rasa has been recognized as the highest mellow of devotion. And I was just reading in, Nectar of Devotion, the summary study of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Prabhupada, that there's so many different varieties of moods that are contained within the rasas, and particularly within the Madhura rasa, but also within the other rasas. And all these moods and feelings, anger, dissatisfaction, so many things are contained there. We'll try to read it later. And it's all encompassed by the Madhura rasa, the rasa of giving up all consideration for the love of Krishna, any kind of other consideration. Everything is given to Krishna. Okay, so we continue. In his conversation with Ramananda Rai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected devotion contaminated with reason. He said, Eho bhaya age kaha ara. This is superficial, go further. Mahaprabhu accepted that real bhakti begins from the stage of pure devotion, unmixed with reason. When Ramananda suggested Dasya rasa, Mahaprabhu said, this is good, but go further. Then Ramananda mentioned Sakya rasa. Mahaprabhu said, this is also good, but go further. Then he came to Vatsalya rasa, that sonhood of Godhead. That is very good, Mahaprabhu said, but go further. Then he came to Madhura rasa. Yes, Mahaprabhu said, this is the best. At that stage in the development of rasa, Vrindavan is the most suitable place. Madhura rasa is found most extensively in Vrindavan. So it is said, Radhe Vrindavana Dishe. You are the queen of that sort of lila which is found in Vrindavan. There the highest type of nectar is flowing. You are like a flowing river of nectar. So this is a section distributing ecstasy. So Guru Maharaj has told us about the Ramananda Samvad, which goes through all varieties of devotional life, which Mahaprabhu rejects, culminating in the different rasas of Vrindavan, everything which he rejects except Madhura rasa. And then Ramananda Roy begins to speak about Madhura rasa. And that we'll try to look at later. The very nature of Krishna has been described as ecstasy himself. He is tasting the innate ecstasy of himself. He knows his ecstasy and he feels it. But to distribute that innate ecstasy outside of a particular potency is indispensable, and that is known as hladini.
Maharaj, could you say that again?
It's a little complicated. He is tasting the innate ecstasy of himself. He knows his ecstasy and he feels it. But to distribute that innate ecstasy outside, a particular potency is indispensable, and that is known as hladini. So Krishna experiences the rasa, and he knows it, but in order for it to be conveyed, there has to be the hladini shakti. The gist of hladini shakti, or Krishna's internal ecstasy potency, is Radhika, who is drawing the innermost rasa, the ecstasy of the highest order, extracting it from within and distributing it outside.
So Maharaj, the Hladini Shakti, that is the pleasure-giving potency, right?
Yeah.
So first, because that is coming from Krishna, and Srimati Radharani is feeling that love, but it's coming from Krishna, and that is her pleasure-giving potency, the Hladini Shakti, right?
Well, yes, it comes to her from Krishna through Hladini Shakti, but also she transforms it in such a way so that Krishna can't even understand it. Yeah. And that transformation may be another potency. I don't know. We'll read on. So it is said, Karun Amrita Vahini, ecstasy mixed with magnanimity is flowing from that great fountain, and just as a river flowing from the mountains may carry with its current many valuable minerals to the outside world, the Hladini potency carries rasa out from the abode of the rasa swarup, Krishna himself, ecstasy personified. The flow of that river of nectar carries ecstasy and rasa, the flow of sweetness and magnanimity, to distribute to others. Then, another categorical change is effected within the mind of a devotee. In the meantime, in the course of his progress, he realizes, oh, Krishna is of secondary concern to me. I find my primary connection with you, Sri Radha. I want your direct service and not the direct service of Krishna. This awakening of the heart, intimate adherence, and obligation to the next nearest agent develops in a surrendered soul. At this stage, the devotee thinks, I shall derive more benefit by giving my closest attention to the nearest agent, my Gurudev. I shall thrive thereby. And it is his concern to sanction the upper connections. So the Guru has work to do, which is to continue the flow through his upper connections. So he has many disciples, but simultaneously his main concern is to retain connection with his Gurudev. So like with Srila Prabhupada, with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, we saw Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was everything. Yet so many things were flowing from them. But it was flowing from the river of ecstasy and connection that came through his Guru, through their Guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And similarly it comes down through Srila Govinda Maharaj, and now through Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj, and the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Brinda. It's actually, happening. And we're fortunate to be able to be a part of it. Okay. So, the closest near agent, my Gurudev, I shall thrive thereby. And it is his concern to sanction the upper connection. Okay. Of course, our intention should be pure and genuine, and that and the business of that agent is to give us a favorable, normal connection within the hierarchy of service. So that agent, that Guru, eventually gives us connection within the hierarchy of service, which he perceives by the grace of his Guru. All our attention should be concentrated in the service of our Guru. This should be the idea. Our first tendency is to approach Krishna. In that stage, the first thing to understand is that we are helpless. Of course, all things must be sincere. First, there is the stage of helplessness. Then we want the shelter of Krishna, sweetness personified. Then we are attracted to the sweetness of a particular type and to approach that department. There we pray for the final closest connection or permanent membership as a servitor there. This has been taught by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami as the highest achievement of the living being. So Raghunath Das has given this, he's the Prayojana Acharya. He's given us the information about the highest position, our destination, and how we will be placed there, by the grace of our guide, our Guru. Das Goswami lived for 16 years continuously in the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar. We just read Swarup Damodar is Lalita, and also there's some mixing of Vishaka there also, they say. After they disappeared from this world, Raghunath Das, disgusted with his future prospect, went to Vrindavan to finish his life. But when he met Rupa and Sanatan there, he saw another vision, a dream of a new life. Then he found, although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar have disappeared from my physical eyes, they are living here in Rupa and Sanatan, within their activities, in their preaching tendency. Mahaprabhu is here, as living as anything. He had to reject the idea of finishing his life, and with new vigor, he began to serve in Vrindavan. So this is the greatness of Raghunath Das. He lost connection with Mahaprabhu. He felt he had nothing. His service was gone. So what to do but to just, finish this existence and go on to serve Mahaprabhu in the next life. But going to Vrindavan, he finds, this is someone who had 16 years direct association with Mahaprabhu. And he actually finds and feels the connection of Mahaprabhu directly in Rupa and Sanatan. So, what unimaginable grace is like flowing through them. And by their grace, the grace of Mahaprabhu, the grace of our gurus, we are connected with the Rupanuga Sampradaya, which directly goes to our connection with the service of Srimati Radharani, which normally we don't talk about it because it's so far away and so distant and incomprehensible. But on a day like this, we talk something, but in the proper context, honoring it from afar, not trying to, vicariously look at the pastimes in a voyeuristic way. Well, I want to see it for my enjoyment. No, we don't approach like that. We were clearly instructed by our gurus. This is a sound vibration coming from the highest quarter, and we receive it on Radhastami, and there's no interpretation possible. It's simply the grace of our guru, and we can't speculate on what it is. He says, "Oh Radhika, I want your service, and if you are not satisfied with me, I do not want Krishna nor his land, Braja." This is the prayer, and this is his prayer, and he is admitted as the Prayojana Acharya, the guru who has shown us what is the highest aim of life, Prayojana Tattva, the ultimate destination. And this shloka proves his position as the giver of that destination. Next, an ocean of nectar. Asambhara Amrita Sindhu Mayai Katanchit Kalo Mayati Gamata Kila Sampratam Hi Twang Chait Kripam Mai Vidhasyasi Naiva King Me Prayar Brajena Cha Varoru Bakarinapi. This shloka is a direct prayer to Srimati Radharani. It expresses a particular type of hope which is so sweet and reassuring that it is compared with an unlimited ocean of nectar. He says, this is Raghunath Das, with that hope I am somehow passing my days, flagging my days, dragging my life through these tedious times, only for that hope. That hope is sustaining me. The nectarian ocean of hope is attracting me and sustaining me. Somehow I am dragging my days to my own safety. Otherwise I have lost the direct association of Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar, and so many other great souls, and still I am living. Why? I have a particular ray of hope, and the prospect and quality of my hope is very great and high. But my patience has reached its end. I can't endure it any longer. I can't wait. Whoa. Time passes, huh? I'm just going to finish this section. Okay. I can't wait. I'm finished. I can't wait anymore. At this moment, if you do not show your grace to me, I am finished. I shall lose the chance forever. I shall have no desire to continue my life. It will all be useless. This is the great soul has, his life is service through connection with the highest stream of love, which is there by surrender, and it's full of ecstasy. And without it, there's nothing to do. There's no meaning. This is like the Vaishnava who's made connection with his, serving life, and has experienced what it is to be a real servant. And then, suddenly the objects of his service have disappeared, and he's feeling like there's nothing left. I have no life. What's the point? This is his feeling, and we can, obviously we can't comprehend it very much, but we can get some idea of it, just sometimes from our own feelings that come in relation to the vastness of our project to surrender and give up the baggage that we're carrying of attachment to the material world. Sometimes we feel like that. It's just, there's so much there. We just have no hope. What is the use? So anyway, next, service of Srimati Radharani. So Radhadasyam, this is Srila Sridhar Maharaj speaking, the servitorship of Srimati Radharani is said to be the highest attainment of the living being by the school established by Mahaprabhu. It is the gist of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is Krishna's own version. He says in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 14th chapter, Na tata me priyatama atma yonir na sankaraha, na cha sankarshano na shrir, naivatma cha yatha bhavan. O Uddhava, neither Brahma, nor Shiva, nor Baladev, nor Lakshmi, nor even my own self are as dear to me as you. And that Uddhava glorifies Vrindavan, the Braja Gopis, and Radharani in this way in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 47th chapter. So there's no diacritics in this, so I'm just trying my best to pronounce everything. Asham Maho Charana Renu Jusam Aham Sham Vrindavane Kim Api Gulma Latao Sadinam Yadustyajam Swajanam Aryapatam Chahitva Bejur Mukunda Padavam Shrutibir Vimigrayam. The gopis of Vrindavan have given up the association of their husbands, sons, and other family members who are very difficult to renounce. And they have sacrificed even their religious principles to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, which are sought after even by the Vedas. Oh, grant me the fortune to be born as a blade of grass in Vrindavan, so that I may take the dust of those great souls upon my head. Now, man, this is Uddhava speaking in this way, and he's the dearest friend of Krishna, and he's thinking like that. Let me just be a blade of grass. And, we sometimes are thinking, oh, it'd be nice to be a cowherd boy, it'd be nice to do this, it'd be nice to that. And Uddhava is thinking, let me be just a blade of grass. So this is the real thing, Otherwise, we're just, kind of transposing our own mundane desires onto, the transcendental world. We need to come to the stage of at least near Uddhava, of surrender, like full surrender. Then we'll have some comprehension of what kind of service to do, and like Uddhava, want anything, even a blade of grass. Krishna, give me anything, just let me be in the association of these great souls who are serving Srimati Radharani. Uddhava has shown us the high position of the gopis, and between all the gopis and Radharani, there is also a categorical difference. That was proved in Rasa Leela, when Krishna and the gopis openly displayed their transaction of heart with the divine rasa flowing and inundating all directions. Radharani was also there. She gave the highest contribution to the common rasa vilas, display of the parakiya madhurya rasa, paramour mellow. Then suddenly, dissatisfaction came in Radharani's heart. She began to think, am I also counted in the common flow of rasa? Some reaction came within her mind, and suddenly she left. After displaying her peculiar type of super excellent dancing and singing, introducing a flow of a new type there, suddenly she departed. She left the circle of the rasa dance, and Krishna suddenly found Radharani is not here. It is tasteless. The flow of rasa was there, but the gist, the quality, is a little down. He felt, why is it not so satisfactory to my inner heart? He felt some ebb in the tide. And then by inspiration, he found that Radharani was absent. Disappointed, he left the circle of the rasa dance and went to search after her. So Guru Maharaj, he always felt he didn't have proper command of English, but everything that he's saying is just, he's painting a picture with his words. I mean, it's beyond even a picture in the mind. It's a picture of the heart, but we can't see that. But at least we can see something of, in the mind, maybe a little bit coming from our hearts, of how Guru Maharaj is just speaking from his heart and weaving before us a whole, or painting before us a whole, beautiful masterpiece about the, the glories of Srimati Radharani. It's just, pouring out of his mouth. It's, unbelievable, our fortune. Okay. Then he goes on. Although the Parakiya Madhurya Rasa, the highest mellow of conjugal love, Vrindavan and the gopis were all there, still there is a categorical difference in quality between the other gopis and the particular camp of Radharani. In every way there is a categorical difference, both in quality and quantity. Jayadev Goswami in Gita Govinda has described how Krishna left the circle of the rasa dance. So here Guru Maharaj is citing from Gita Govinda, one of the books that we avoid. But Guru Maharaj has had some contact with these things in his service, and so he's able to cite these high verses. Kam sharirapi sangsara vasana baddha Srinkalam Radham Adhaya Hridaye Tatyaja Braja Sundari. Lord Krishna took Srimati Radharani within his heart, for he wanted to dance with her. In this way, he left the arena of the rasa dance and the company of all the other beautiful damsels of Braja. Jayadev has described, oh, your battery is running low, didn't I plug it in? No, not on. There we go. Okay. Jayadev has described in this way that Krishna left the circle of the rasa dance, taking Radha within his heart. Krishna departed in search of Radharani. Her position is so exalted. It is said, Lord Krishna's transcendental desires for loving exchanges could not be satisfied even in the midst of billions of gopis. Thus he went searching after Srimati Radharani. There's billions of gopis. Thus he went searching after Srimati Radharani. Just imagine how transcendently qualified she is. This is a quote from, it's in quotations, so it must be from Jayadev Goswami. But Guru Maharaj's interpretation is there also. Sata koti gopite nahi kama nivapana. Okay, that's another quote. Sata koti, hundreds of 10 millions of gopis did not fulfill Krishna's desire. The other gopis numbered so many, but in quality they were a little less. Their total combination could not satisfy Krishna. The qualitative difference was there. That is found. The Rupanuga Sampradaya, the followers of the line of Sri Rupa, are those who have the unique taste of service in the camp of Radharani. In that plane, there is no entrance of any mundane exploitation or renunciation, and not even legalized shastric devotion. The highest kind of devotion is not controlled by any law. It is spontaneous and automatic. Sacrifice to the highest degree is only possible in that camp. The highest kind of divine sentiment is distributed from the camp of Srimati Radharani, and that can never be compared with any attainment hitherto known, even in the eternal factor of time and space. So, you know, even thinking about the unlimited universes, and what to speak of the transcendental realm beyond those universes, all formed of the, you know, the loving consciousness coming from Srimati Radharani, and through the, you know, the engineering of Balaram as Shankarshan and Yogamaya, who produces the whole feeling of transcendental service. We're getting there. Then, I don't want to stop. Then there's another stage for which we should be prepared. Why should we try to enter the camp of Srimati Radharani? Should we think that there, in that better atmosphere, we shall have Krishna's presence more confidentially? Should we think, I will have contact with Krishna very intimately? Should we want to enter into that camp? No, we want to avoid connection of Krishna, but concentrate on the service of Srimati Radharani. Why? What more benefit is possible there in the service of Radharani? If we approach Krishna directly to give service to him, we shall be losers. Radharani's service to Krishna is of the highest order in every way. If we devote our energy to help Radharani, our energy will be utilized in her service. In this way, she will serve Krishna with her service more enhanced. Then the reciprocation will pass to us through her as our reward. That will be devotion of the highest type, Mahabhava. So yeah, this is, you know, really unbelievably high, beautiful stuff. It's the highest level of bhava, Mahabhava. And, you know, it just makes me think, you know, to use the term bhava when it's so high and so out of reach is, you know, it's dangerous at best. You know, how can we think bhava? It's, you know, anyway, that's after Narta Nivritti and Ruchi and Asakti, and then we begin to feel a little inclination of bhava. So what we feel now is, you know, something coming from Srimati Radharani as in exchange for our, in reciprocation for our attempts at service. But, you know, our service is still so mixed that we can't imagine the higher levels of devotion. It's achintya, but nonetheless, you know, like Srila Guru Maharaj says, the infinite has power to reveal himself to the finite. So through Srila Guru Maharaj, who is the agent, the connection with Srimati Radharani is being revealed. You know, we're hearing something of it. It's hitting our hearts by the grace of Srila Gurudev and enhanced by Srila Govinda Maharaj, and now by Srila Acharya Maharaj and our Acharya Brinda. It's actually, you know, works like that. Everything is gradually enhanced as it comes down. So we have great opportunity with this. So the general incarnation of the Sakhis, the confidential maidservants of Radharani, is not to come in direct connection with Krishna. They avoid that But still, it is the benevolent and generous nature of Radharani to connect them with Krishna on some plea at some time or other. But their innate nature is always to avoid Krishna and concentrate on the service of Radharani. This is confirmed in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, 8th chapter, verse 209. The 8th chapter of Madhya Lila is the Ramananda Samvad. So this is verse 209. Radhara Swarupa Krishna Prema Kalpalata Saki Gana Hoya Tara Palava Pushpa Pata. By nature, Srimati Radharani is just like a creeper of love of Godhead. And the gopis are the twigs, flowers and leaves of that creeper. Eternally, the twigs, flowers, and leaves sprout from the creeper of Srimati Radharani. She is the trunk and they are the branches. This is their relationship. Manjuli must be from Mahaprabhu or Ramananda Roy. I don't know. Still, there's another higher thing. We are known as Rupanugas, or the followers of Sri Rupa. Why? The service of Srimati Radharani eliminates everything, even Narayan, to go to Krishna. There is the Krishna of Dwarka, the Krishna of Mathura, and the Krishna of Vrindavan. And then again, in Vrindavan, where there is free mixing without hesitation, in other camps, Radharani's camp is the highest. Eliminating all other camps, direct service to Radharani is considered to be the highest. Still, there is another point. Okay, I think we should stop and continue later. But this is like really amazing. The other point, expanding from the, the idea of service to Srimati Radharani, we come to Sri Rupa Manjari, and the Manjari's service and assistance, and then the serving the Sakhis, the girlfriends, and then the assistants serving the Manjaris, and so on. This is our line, and Rupa Goswami, details that the whole hierarchical relationship with Srimati Radharani. And we'll read Srila Guru Maharaj giving us his, deep, wonderful realization on this, and finishing the presentation of his glorification of Srimati Radharani on Radhastami. I don't have the date. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Acharya Brinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. And Visva Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Nithai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol Shri Shri Radhastami Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radharani Avirbhava Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai. We should tell the story of the Radharani being set into a basket on the Jamuna from a particular village. Gurudev knows the village where she was born, and then set in the basket. And then found by Vrishabhanu and brought to his wife Kirtida, who was ecstatic. That's I don't know if Guru Maharaj talks about that, but we can mention it. Okay, Jai. Okay, Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Gopala Govinda Ram Srimad Sudana. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Sadhara Srivasadi Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatha. Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. Jai Gosai Kori Karna Bandara. Jaha Hoite Vignaraj Adista Purana. Jai Gosai Jara Vinita Rajasa. Samsavara Padare Numore Pancha. Sandhara Charana Sevi Bhakti Sanivasa. Janame Janame Mora Eyati Rasa. Jai Gosai Jade Braje Goya Vasa. Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Kodila Prakasha. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaj Vrindavana. Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amara. Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amara. Guru Vaishnava Pade Padma Kori Asha. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Padma Kori Asha. Hari Nam Sankirtan Kori Narottama Das. Hari Nam Sankirtan Kori Narottama Das. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Sripad Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Charja Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Visvavarenya Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Samveta Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai. Sri Grantharaja Srimad Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radhastami Maha Mahotsava Ki Jai. Srimati Radharani Avirbhava Mahotsava Ki Jai. Srimati Radharani Ki Jai. Sri Radhika Ki Jai. Sri Radhe Ki Jai. The Samaveta Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Hari Nama Sankirtan Ki Jai. Itai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Gaur.
Nyasi Maharaj Ki Jai.
Srila Bhakti Hridaya Mahayogi Maharaj Ki Jai. Okay, this is a great table.
Yes.
Where did it come from?
It's outside your room.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. Huh?
Yeah, this is a good one.
We have, let's see.